Let's watch this video. Lost Ark in 2023. Next Wednesday, I'm pretty sure the new class is coming. The new Soul Eater. So I want to see another Lizzie Pion video. Because he played this game a lot when the game came out. I want to see what classes he's playing and his vision, his idea of the game right now.
Lost Ark is an isometric action MMORPG from Korea that released in the West in February 2022 after initially releasing in Korea in 2019.
His opinion.
I was obsessed with
that's
Lost
a better way
Ark
to
during
say
its
it.
first 2 months of release and rated the game very highly. Eventually though, I fell out of the daily login routine, then Amazon temporarily made it so you couldn't connect to Lost Ark via a VPN, which meant that for quite some time I just couldn't play the game due to my location. By the time they re-allowed VPNs, my addiction to the game had ended and I didn't really feel an urge to jump back into the daily and weekly chores that made up a lot of Lost Ark's endgame at the time. If you've never played Lost Ark before, a quick TLDR would be that it has the best action combat out of any top-down RPG out there. There's a ton of horizontal progression to work through, map completion, mounts, skins, storylines. The game has both PvP and PvE content, although the PvE endgame does seem to be the thing that players enjoy the most, and the game is free to play, free to enjoy, but you can definitely pay to win. At this point, it's
Really
been
hard.
almost a year and a half since I played Lost Ark regularly, and now I'm feeling the urge to revisit the game, see what's changed, and ultimately see if the game can make me want to stick around. But first sponsor, Dungeon Hunter 6 is a free-to-play MMORPG on mobile with the unique Hero Collection feature, where players step into the shoes of a bounty hunter, conquer bosses, then recruit them to your cause. The game features smooth,
gonna
swift
skip the ad
gameplay with
because my
striking
camera
3D
is on
graphics
the
and multicasting
code. So
outfits, device, power. Updates for free. Also receive a Star Wolf at 23 reset when using my link.
I don't want to move
Lost
the
Ark in
camera.
2023. Starting out, I open the game. I
sorry.
see that there's a new fresh start server, but due to my previous progress with map completion and card collection, I decided it's best to
1445.
stick with my old server as there was some content I really didn't want to play through again. I log into my sorceress, instantly giant UI pop-ups taking up half my screen, with one of them seemingly giving me rewards for achievements that I definitely completed and claimed during the game's launch. A bit weird that the game forgot my progress here, but I spent the next 10 minutes claiming shit. I opened my character window and I've got 0 gear score. I had a mini panic attack here, but it turns out my gear was just unequipped in my bags. Same thing happened on my paladin. Kinda weird, but okay. After claiming so much free stuff, I spent a further 20 minutes sorting out my bags, opening cards, and putting stuff in.
This game is pretty easy to know what you have in your bags. It's actually super easy, super simple. That is one of the good things about this game. When you come back to the game, you know what you have, and you know what you had before. Everything is like, oh, this is the upgraded material. This is the card. This is an entrance for the cube. Things like that. Potions. It's super simple. I like that.
In my bank. With clean bags, I was finally ready to play the game. I looked at my map and saw an icon for something called Throne Spire. This wasn't in the game the last time I played, so I decided to check it out. The numbers look a lot different from the last time I played as well. I like this new Throne Spire thing. So you basically just keep going forward, just killing loads of things in a linear area. Very cool if that's the case. That's all it is. You just keep running forward and massacring things. The mob density is so cool as well. Go up here, so you kill a bunch of mobs, and then you go fight a boss. Big damage, pop the ulti. Yeah, I've really missed Lost Ark's combat. It feels good. Next, I headed over to the Guardian raid board to see if there were any changes. Did they remove the thing where you have to do Guardian raids twice a day? There's only one of these things here now.
Yes,
I was really
it's once
happy
a
to
day
see
now.
that you only need to do 1 Guardian raid per day now, as doing it twice per character was something that kind of contributed to my burnout back at launch. I jumped into a Chaos dungeon and these seem exactly the same as the last time I played, where you need to run them twice per day. I always enjoyed Chaos dungeons though, so not a big deal, unless you're doing it on multiple ults, at which point it starts to get a bit tiring. Have they enhanced the sound effects or something? The game just feels like... maybe I just remember it wrong. Maybe it just feels so good because I haven't played for a while.
Maybe,
Or I've
yeah.
been playing bad ARPGs. Fuck me, the sound effects in this game are so good. Oh. After just one chaos dungeon, my bags were rammed with gems, accessories and stones. Thankfully, the game has an auto dismantle feature that will help you sort through these drops, but it does take a bit of setting up. For this, it's probably best to copy someone else's settings who knows what they're doing. Next, I took a trip to my stronghold to see if there was anything new. I've been away for so long, I've got a refugee camp on my stronghold. My workers are back after a year of being out. This farm thing actually seems new from the last time I played the game. You've also got Pet Ranch as well. At this point, I wanted to make a decision on which class to use my newly obtained power pass on. Choosing a main was always my biggest struggle in Lost Ark, as each class is really fun. For group content, I enjoy chilling on a healer like Paladin or Bard, but playing those classes in solo content like Tower kinda sucks. In the end, I decided it'd be fun to play one of the newer classes added to the game since the last time I played. I went with the Glaver, but other new classes since launch include
They
the
reworked
Destroyer,
the class, that is
big
really
giant
cool.
hammer dude, the Slayer, which is basically a female berserker, the Arcanist, which is a DPS class that uses cards and RNG,
Or maybe, I don't know.
the Summoner, basically a mage that summons ancient creatures, the Machinist, the Reaper, the Artist, and the Aeromancer. I'm gonna have to go with Glaver. Let's give it a try. Pole Dancer. You cannot use this name. Pole. Mitsubishi. Crocodile. Wallpaper. Surgery. Wardrobe. Curtain. Really? Axe kick. Big stick. Ceiling. Roof. Carpet. CCTV. Lampshade. Are you fucking kidding me? Cat litter. Oh my god, it's impossible to get a good name in Lost Ark. Cool name, I guess. We'll go with that. Right, so let's test out the Glaver. Let's try out some abilities. We've got the Q, W, E. Oh, we've got two stances. Interesting. It seems like the red stance might be more single target, whereas the blue one might be more AoE. I've seen enough. We're going with the Glaver. After creating my Glaver, I realized that I could straight up buy a power pass that would instantly take me to the new content and skip stuff that I hadn't even played through
17,000.
once yet. The El Glacier pass. It was quite expensive, but I tested it on my Sork and was instantly able to choose from a selection of 1460 item level gear. I didn't want to skip content that I hadn't even seen yet, so I decided to go back to my Glaver and continue off from South Vern, where I'd previously stopped playing the game on my main characters. Now excuse me while I spend the next hour reading guides on how to play the class. To my surprise, the Lost Ark devs did actually consider that boosting a new player instantly to the endgame would have them extremely confused with things like engravings, having the right stats on accessories, different builds for different types of content, gems, skill add-ons, and so on. Which is why when you open the Super Makoko Express in your UI, you're basically just asked which class engraving playstyle you want to go with, then the game provides you with everything that you need to jump right into the action. Next, it was time for me to upgrade my gear a bit with the resources the game was showering me with from the Makoko Express. I still hate the gear enhancement window. Like, to skip the animation, I hate how you need to, like, click check results, then click here and here, and then you see it. Why can't you just tick a box that says skip, and then just spam click it like in BDO? I think I said the exact same thing at launch when I played this game, and people were just saying, oh, you can skip the animation by clicking these two boxes. Yeah, you can, but it's a bit clunky, isn't it? It's a lot of extra clicks. This pass literally gives me everything I need. Okay, let's pop all of these. Now I'm level 53. Not looking too great with this basic ass outfit. We need a skin. Oh, that's nice. Bikini skin. That's why people play this game. That girl. Spoiled for choice. We could either go with this one, or we be a degenerate. Full set of level 15, and that took me to 1490. Bunch more rewards to claim. So now I'm gonna accept the El Glacier questline. I've never done this one before.
I haven't done this.
El Glacier. Okay, I've been calling it El Glacier. Yeah, this is a very nice looking city. It's like a sky city in the clouds. I love that you can skip all of this dialogue now by just pressing Shift G rather than spamming G. Yeah, beautiful city. Just enjoying the comforts of the floor. For the next few hours, I was reminded why story skips exist in Lost Ark, as the questing at times can just have you running back and forth talking to various NPCs, walking slowly, doing emotes, waiting for small talk, and killing tiny packs of creatures whilst slowly making your way through a zone. Pretty boring stuff, honestly. Typically though, Lost Ark's main quest lines end in an epic dungeon with multiple fun boss fights and great cinematics. And here Elgacia certainly didn't disappoint. I love it when the camera kind of zooms out and rotates and gets a nice pan of the environment. Yeah, I'm not really feeling the Glaver. I think once I've done this quest line, I'm going to go back to the good old sorceress. Yeah, let's jump right into that. What could possibly go wrong?
We will end it!
I love the way these guys just summon the sword out of thin air. It looks so badass. Yeah, the visuals of this whole entire area and questline have just been like top tier compared to the rest of the game. Can you imagine if
I never
they
did
upgraded this game
triangle.
to Unreal 5? Oh, that's a lot of mobs coming in hot. I love it when the game throws like crap tons of mobs at me. Cleave them all down. Dodge that. I mean, the Glaver's pretty good for AoEs, I guess. She's bringing the island closer to us. That's cool. Big flying monster incoming. Let's try and dodge. This is going to be our next boss, clearly. We're going to absolutely destroy this thing. Probably dodged that. Now we pop the ulti. Big damage. Yeah, the Glaver damage does feel like really lackluster. This definitely isn't the class for me. It looked cooler in the trailer than it actually feels to play. Sometimes you get hit by things that like it looks like you're out of the telegraph. Oh, big damage. Oh, now we're critting. New mount unlocked. Sky manta ray whale. This part
whale.
of the MSQ is actually
That's the
pretty
player
good, to
base
be
right
fair.
there.
Definitely feels like we're approaching the climax of this MSQ storyline. Do I need to stand here? Is that what the thing is for? I guess. No? Destroy the shield. Okay, got it. Grab the shield. And then stand here. Raise the shield. Then I've got to hold it and then release it here. Okay. And then we parry the statue. It's kind of cool. Finish him. Sit. Jumper. With jumps like that, my character clearly does not skip leg day.
I'm ready to start making my own choices.
Big damage right in the back.
Okay.
There's some crits. That's what we want. Okay, so right now I can't actually attack him. I just need to dodge stuff. Okay. Oh, like, yeah, actual shadows. I see. Oh, that's really cool. I should have read that the first time where it said shadow, move into the shadows. So now what? Here. Oh shit, where's the next shadow? Where's the next shadow? Over here. Oh, we're okay. Whee. I think we're okay. Use a healing potion with 1 HP left. Don't you just hate it when you fight a boss, you get their HP bar to 0, but they're not actually dead, they're just fine in the cutscene? Yo, he looks super cool now. Dodge. Are we lagging? What's going on? Well, that was delayed, wasn't it? And now half the platform's crumbled away. Yo, what an insanely epic boss fight. Okay, Lost Ark's cutscenes. Absolute top tier. Our mine's too strong. I feel like I'm watching, like, Dragon Ball Z or something. So Armin and Kaden are here. Mate, like, it's so cool how they're, like, fighting across the environment that I'm traversing. So this has got to be, like...
He said he didn't like the story and that he's glad that he can skip it, and now he's enjoying it, going crazy, like, oh my god, this is so cool.
The finale, right at the Tower of Light.
I mean, I guess his
Giant
storyline is good.
device,
I need to play
damage,
it.
Finish it off.
Next week the new class is coming, and I
Okay,
might do
we've
it with that
destroyed
class.
The Eye of Light, now what? He's just chopped my character in half. This is by far the most epic dungeon I've seen in Lost Ark
With the
so
Soul
far.
Eater.
Cutscenes, the camera work as you're traversing the dungeon, the boss mechanics. Nineveh's got him with this arrow.
Well chosen.
Oh, this has made me want to play the game again. So this giant sky city is now falling down.
The story
to,
made him play the game
Arcadia.
again.
Long walk into the light. So now we arrive at Trixion with the final ARK piece. These are some absolute top tier cutscenes. Very, very impressed.
We Lazanets have a name for the key that vanished. The Lost Ark.
The name of the game. Mate, the visuals of this area up here look so beautiful. When is a giant dragon in a game not cool? Never.
True.
This whole cutscene sequence at the end of the Elgacia MSQ genuinely blew me away. The music, the voice acting, the camera work, everything was on point. And even though I've been out of the loop with Lost Ark's story for a long time, and typically don't care about story in MMOs, watching all of this made me at the very least want to care. If there was a Lost Ark anime, I'd definitely watch it. Next, I decided that I'd had enough of my Glaver and spent the next few hours rolling back to Sork and catching up to my Glaver's progression. Unfortunately, this meant that I could no longer benefit from the Makoko Super Express, which gives you rewards all the way up to 1540 gear score. I also had to set up my 5 level 3 engravings myself this time, which wasn't actually as much of a pain in the ass as I'd expected, with the new filtering options in the UI for engravings which didn't exist the last time I played. Feels good to be back on the Sorceress. Just AoEing everything down. Oh, we got a bracelet drop. Okay, yeah, I don't have a bracelet equipped. So I guess this is the kind of thing that you just keep re-rolling until you get really good stats on it. Before continuing on my Sorceress, I've just boosted an Aeromancer. This is like the newest class in the game, and it seems pretty cool, kind of like a mage. The main problem with Aeromancer is you're forced to play as a lolly. Aeromancer. Is it any fun? Oh, I can like put down rain puddles. F ability. Let's test out the ulti. Okay, let's pop this. Oh wow, that's cool. The effect on that is insane. Yeah, the Aeromancer's pretty cool. It's like almost like a combination of Sorceress.
Yes.
And some kind of melee class. So now that I'm 1490, the next thing I need to do to progress is the Belshazzar Legion raid. I spent some time on YouTube looking up the mechanics and watching raid guides for Belshazzar Gates 1 and 2. The mechanics in the later stages of this fight seemed quite complicated, so I didn't want to overwhelm myself by consuming too much information. I'm extremely nervous. I can't believe I fucking joined this group using my Chaos Dungeon build. I go through the effort of looking up a guide and doing all of the research, but I didn't bother to double check and make sure
He doesn't have
using the raid build.
Just raid
Absolute donkey. Oh shit. I'm gonna die. Live!
Ooh.
Okay, we survived. Getting him down. If I don't die, I'll consider it a dub. Stay alive. Go in with the ulti. Oh, we got him! Okay, gate 1 down. And I didn't die. Next time, let's use the correct build. Okay, so this next part was an absolute disaster. The raid guides I was looking at on YouTube had 6 gates, and of those 6 gates, I learned 1 and 2. But in-game, there's only 4 gates, so the thing I was learning turned out to be completely different in-game. I think the boss must have been updated or something, but needless to say, it didn't go well. Next time, I'll use max roll instead of random YouTube guides. Can you start? Well, okay, I don't know what that is though. I'm just gonna wipe the whole group because he's told me I need to be a star and the fucking raid guide's not saying anything about a star. Oh my god, it's gonna be a disaster. I was staggering it. Oh, we all wiped. Visually, bloody awesome boss fight though. I just wish it was a little bit easier to learn. So it's just at 9 o'clock. Oh, but EQDESAW. Okay, I did it. So that's the bit where we fucked up last time. Now what? Oh.
Don't die!
Here?
Oh,
is this
he did
right?
it. He's safe.
Okay. What is going on? Bloody hell.
Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
Very
keep going.
cool.
I'm pretty sure they can do it.
I think we can go here. Are we safe?
Nice. Smart.
Oh, I did it. Good job. Oh, we dodged that. Wow. Visuals of this boss fight are bloody insane. Like, realistically, I think if I did this like 2 or 3 times, I'd have this down.
Yeah. Oh, he
Yeah,
died.
I fucked something up. So that's where my Belshazzar run ended. Thankfully, I didn't leave empty-handed and got a bunch of phantom intentions which I could exchange for the next grade of gear that I needed to progress. Not gonna lie though, as cool as Lost Ark's Legion raids are, it does give me massive anxiety reading through so many complex mechanics and knowing that one person can wipe the entire group. I can imagine that for casual players, getting into Legion raids would be quite a stressful process. It'd be cool if there was some kind of training mode with AI party members where you could learn the mechanics in a stress-free environment. So next I want to try out some Guardian raids, as I think there's a few new ones that I've never done before. Yeah, I've done all of these, however now I can do raid level 6. Let's start with Caligos because it gives me resources that I can actually use.
Oh,
do it with the group.
boy, this is a
Frantically
Pepper laugh
looking up
moment.
Guardian raid.
Oh, no, no, no.
To be fair, you can probably just YOLO it, can't you? I can't imagine this one being too hard. The fight had pretty intuitive mechanics and was fairly chill, which is exactly how I like my Guardian raids. Dodge things on the floor, stagger the boss, and do big damage. Nowadays, you only need to do 1 Guardian per day, but I wanted to try out the previous ones because I never did them before. At the start of the Descaluda raid, I got a free battle item chest, which is an amazing addition to the game. When Lost Ark first launched, there were always players not using battle items, either from laziness or confusion. This hopefully has helped solve the problem. With that said, both Guardian raids were pretty easy and we cleared them without breaking a sweat. Next I tried the Challenge Guardian raids, a weekly raid with equalized item level and decent rewards. Even though the gear was scaled down, we cleared the boss in 2 minutes with one guy doing 46% of the damage. I then tried the new tower, Fortune Spire. I always enjoyed this content. You go through a series of floors, each with a different challenge, from killing swarms of mobs, killing bosses, or surviving whilst dodging millions of explosions. Sadly, I could only do up to 5 floors due to my current item level. Juicy rewards. Give me a legendary card.
Nope.
Never lucky. I've checked out all the content that I wanted to touch on in this video, but before we get to the pros and cons, let's just check out some fashion. I need my sorceress to look exactly like this. 10 out of 10. There's been so many new cosmetics released since the game launched that everyone looks super cool. Tons of different mounts. Everyone's got like sparkly auras around them. This guy's got a disco ball mount. This person's got wings. Bikini meta. Of course, you got the odd furry knocking about the city. I think warriors easily have the coolest cosmetics though, don't they? What is that sword? That is unbelievably cool. This
that is
character
his
looks
layer.
insane as well. Legendary skins, very expensive, cost about 100k gold the last time I checked. My character's feeling a little bit basic in comparison. Gonna have to swipe and get an outfit like this. Then I can actually play the game.
Holy shit! Hey, 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 hey! Oh hell no! This can't happen! Use on a bench!
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh, 9-7 stone. Wow.
Stop watch or something, I don't know. Yeah! Nice! Let's go!
Ding ding! Kill him! Kill him! Yo!
Is that clown? Yeah.
So after dipping my toes back into Lost Ark after not playing for a while, my thoughts are as follows. Pros. Coming back and experiencing Lost Ark's gameplay after playing other top-down games feels incredible. The combat of Lost Ark is just on another level compared.
Let me change my camera.
To every other ARPG. The visual effects, the sounds, the animations, the fluidity of combat is absolute S tier. It's the BDO of isometric MMORPGs. Despite being made in Unreal Engine 3, a very old engine at this point, Lost Ark still looks great visually due to its art style and visual effects. There's so much stuff to do in Lost Ark, both in terms of horizontal progression and vertical. It's an alt-friendly MMO. I actually think the story in Lost Ark is pretty decent nowadays. It seems kinda bad as a new player, but with the later content you
Well,
certainly
friendly, I don't
start
know
to
about
care
that.
about the characters. The game has equalized PvP that you can jump into very early on. Lost Ark's endgame Legion raids are incredible content for hardcore progression-minded PvE players. The Lost Ark soundtrack is probably one of my favourite MMO soundtracks, and despite not being an emotional guy, there's been a few cutscenes where the use of music has brought a tear to my eye. Easily top 3 MMO soundtracks of all time, in my opinion. The cinematics in this game are so good that you'll wish a Lost Ark anime existed. In 2023, the game provides new players with all the tools they'll need to quickly jump into some of the best content the game has to offer at endgame. In 2023, the game's fixed a lot of issues I had with it at launch, such as the awkwardness of sorting through loot. You no longer have to do Guardians twice a day, auction house filtering's improved, and you no longer have to go through hours of boredom to get to the fun stuff. And despite having a reputation for being a swiper's paradise, you can still fully enjoy Lost Ark as a free-to-play player, much more so than other Korean MMOs anyway. Cons. As much as Lost Ark's Legion raids are great content, as a new player you'll experience quite a lot of gatekeeping. It's a catch-22, players don't want inexperienced players in their party because there's a lot of mechanics where if one player fucks up, the whole group wipes, and players can't get experience because they can't find groups. You'll see most parties asking for titles to join the raid, but you need to complete the raid to get the title. You might also be declined
It's like
from the
getting a
groups
job in
even
real
if you
life.
have the title if you play a non-meta class or have a low roster level. I'm not sure what the devs could do to fix this issue, other than perhaps make a really good training mode where players could group up with AI NPCs to learn all of the mechanics. Gatekeeping just seems to be something that every MMO with difficult PvE content struggles with, due to players not wanting to have their time wasted and being punished too hard for failure. The game has gender-locked classes. If I want to play the new Aeromancer class, for example, I need to be a fucking lolly character. The RNG gear enhancement system will most likely raise your blood pressure. Realistically, you're going to be spending hours looking up guides if you stick with this game long term, not just for your class but for every gate of every Legion raid boss. Fions still exist in the game and are a pain in the ass when it comes to the auction house. I actually expected the devs to have removed this from the game by now. The game is widely considered to be pay to win, and for the most part the game's questing, especially early on, is so mind-numbingly boring that you start to question if it's intentionally designed to be as boring as possible to sell story skips. Overall, as a gameplay above everything else kinda MMO player, I really do like Lost Ark. The game has its issues, but I think overall I'm more positive about the game than negative. That being said, I think casual players that don't care about the endgame Legion raids might be left with a feeling of what's the point when it comes to Lost Ark, because the Legion raids really are the be-all, end-all of the game. It's what you gear up for, it's why you farm the skill points and do the horizontal progression. Without that, it's just a lot of daily content. Going forward though, I do think Lost Ark will continue to improve. The game has a great content creator community, the devs seem to be listening to feedback, and there's a lot they could do to ensure that this game is still around 5 years from now. Ultimately though, after I stopped recording this video, I did feel a desire to log in more and keep playing the game, so Lost Ark must be doing something right. But that's it for this video. As always, let me know your thoughts on Lost Ark in the comments below, and if you're a long-term player of the game, then let me know what issues you'd most like to see addressed by the developers. Help us out with a like to appease the algorithm gods. Social media on screen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hey, that was a great video. I actually don't have anything else to say. I feel like the problems that he talked about are the problems that have been there since the beginning. The gatekeeping, mostly the fiends. I mean, I don't wanna say what everyone has said in the past or everyone has been saying that he said everything. it he took the words out of my mouth, literally.